Bienvenidos a este Voodoo Talks. Estamos entrevistando gente que forma parte como tal de la industria musical o de la escena musical alrededor del mundo. En esta ocasión estaremos con parte de la organización de uno de los festivales más grandes en Europa, como es el Full Force Fest. Este 2023 tuvimos la oportunidad de estar en este gran festival e incluso trabajar directamente con la organización, así que ellos nos han dado un espacio para poder discutir un poco y expandir un poco más nuestro conocimiento en términos de los festivales que están ocurriendo alrededor del mundo, más específicamente en Europa. Gente, también les vamos a comentar que para la gente que esté pendiente del video y de todo lo que vamos a sacar del Full Force Festival, vamos a estar rifando y dando un giveaway de 2 entradas para este Full Force Festival. Thanks a lot for the opportunity, for the time. I know it's difficult. I know we're very far away and you have a lot of things to do. We also have a lot of things to do. But thanks again for accepting the invitations.
Hello, Leo. Hello, everybody. Yeah, thanks for the invitation. And it's great that we finally found the time to have the meeting today and to talk. I was really looking for doing it. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here. Yeah, my name is Tobias Zwiebel. Everybody just calls me Zwiebel. To help you, the German word for onion.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the head of marketing for Full Force Festival in Germany. That means everything what belongs to the website and to ads and selling tickets and working together with partners and also doing interviews or media is on my table and belongs to me. And yeah, and together with my team or with the full force team, we also have the festival lead and the booking. We also have someone who's supporting me in the marketing topics and who's also responsible for our social media channel. So if you have a look at Instagram and TikTok, everything you see there is work. So yeah, and we are working together in full force, doing announcements, doing the whole communication and selling tickets to make it possible for you to have the best summer vacation of the year.
Some people know the Full Force Festival. Some other people don't know too much about this festival, right? So can you tell us like briefly a little bit about what's the history of the festival? Like where did it started? What's kind of the objective of the festival? Just a little bit of info.
So first took place in 1994. Festival moved to a place called Reusch-Jora, also in the middle of Germany. It was a small, no, the name is missing, airport, a small airport, and there was a lot of free space and also a lake. I think it took place there for around 15 years, and in 2017 it first took place in Ferropolis. That's where it still is taking place, and Ferropolis is the most metal place on earth. And Ferropolis is an old coal mine, I hope that's the right word. So brown coal is, in German it's called Braunkohle. I'm not sure about the English word, but yeah, it's a coal mining place. We have a big lake there, and the old excavators, they think it's 5. They're really heavy and big one, and they are surrounding the main stage, and it's a great atmosphere and a great location, and that's why it's called the most metal place on earth. We think this is the best location for the metal festival, so you definitely need to visit us. And it's happening at the end of June, and the next edition from 21st to 23rd June. It's a really warm month, so we have temperatures around 30 degrees and more, and so it's the best place for a vacation. You can be there with your friends and also with your family if you want to. And you can have a great time. You can go and have a bath in the lake. You can enjoy your time with your friends and create you the best bands. So yeah, I think it's everything what's making the full force what it is.
As part of what we recorded for you, it was about the setting of the place, this old, I don't know, cranes or machinery. We didn't even know what it was. We were like, it looks like huge, like futuristic, like dystopic place, but absolutely amazing. It also has this place that you are telling about that is like this lake where you can really go there, because usually people here, for example, our metal concerts are usually just like enclosed spaces, not a lot of sun, usually at night in closed spaces. But this was like this experience of having like, metal in open air spaces with sun, with beer, with like, rivers is also like a fantastic experience for us. For other festivals that are a little bit more traditional in terms of like, death metal, black metal, but here there's also death metal. For example, we also saw like Decapitated, for example, but also bands like, I don't know, Electric Callboy, Flip Tolkien, Rise of the North Star, right? That are bands that are right now like in the metal or hardcore or even extreme music scene. So how is it your process? What type of bands are most likely to be in a lineup of like Full Force Festival?
Really important to book as much as possible the different bands and also to show a diversity in music and also in the people making the music. And so we decided to check, okay, what are the latest genres people are listening to? What are new bands coming up, getting bigger? And we try to find a good mix between bands you maybe heard when you were 5 or 10 years, with a mix with bands actually what the latest youth is hearing. You said, for example, Electric Callboy or bands like Future Palace anymore. But for example, in 2023, we also had Papa Roach as the headliner. On 2019, also in Biscuit. There's a mix of different bands through the last years, and we think that this is great because people are coming to us, getting a lot of new insights and a lot of new input about music and bands.
We also saw like bands like Skinned Red that bring a lot of mixing, but absolutely interesting. Besides just the musical part, what other things can people have access to for you to create the experience for the person who goes there? That is
People are really interested in sustainability, diversity, and also in the food, especially the vegan food. And so we said, okay, or we decided that's important to show this at the festival. That we had a place at a camping area called Ferropolis, and this was a small stage which we used from 10 o'clock in the morning until 1 or 2 o'clock, so everybody can come to listen to music. And in the place at the camping area, we had different talks and panels and podcasts. There were a lot of topics were about mental health. Unfortunately, mental health is a really important topic in the whole metal genre. And so we decided to make it visible because that can help people talk about or to get help. And also, we learned that people are more interested in sustainable topics and also in food. We work with different NGOs, and unfortunately, it's also important to tell people about right-wing politics and to make clear that Full Force is not a place for discrimination, racism, and other homophobic topics. Going to show to people and make them visible for them.
super interesting things like this kind of metal yoga.
So cool when everybody after a long night is going to make yoga. It looks fun and the people are also having fun. That's so great. On Friday, mostly, we have a quiz for everybody who wants to join. We can win tickets for the next year's edition.
About a little bit of the organization and the staff. Can you tell us a little bit about how many people make this possible and approximately how many people like are actually going to the festival? Like
We are organizing more festivals and also touring, so concerts. And when it comes to Full Force, during this time, we also have 2 weeks later the Splash and the Melt Festival. It's about rap and hip hop and also electronic music. And on site, we have a production team and the guest relation and the service team, and they are doing all festivals. So I think the people working the whole time or the whole year at Full Force are around 30 to 40 people. Now on, we are already planning the festival for 2025. Full-time job, and we have a lot of tasks to do during the whole year, and every year these tasks are repeating. But yeah, that's great, and it's always so great when you're at Full Force on the first day, on Thursday, and the people are arriving at the camping ground here for this weekend, and the people are coming here, and they're all so lucky and glad to be here. They have a great time. and it's really, really cool. And the last years we had more than 20,000 visitors. And yeah, for the next year's edition, we hope that there will be some more.
I would like, or we would like to know a little bit about your personal opinion about some of the best shows in this time of the Full Force Festival. So, what do you think for you were like maybe top three?
In 2022, after the years of Corona, I mean, we had 3 years with no festival, no concerts. The first show I have seen was a show of Comeback Kid on the main stage. And yeah, maybe there were some tears on my face because this was such a great moment. Just feeling the whole live experience again, seeing so much people at the festival, and in this moment, I realized, yeah, we are back, and that's great and awesome, and that was really, really cool. I think the show of Have a Show Burn in 2022 was also really, really cool. There was someone in the wheelchair, and it was so great feeling that everybody was the same in this no moment, and there were no differences between the people, and that was a really, really great moment. So a great show of Ginger, and afterwards Electric Callboy, and that was really, really great. So in this case, I would say Ginger and Electric Callboy.
Absolutely. For us, like Ginger is also a band that we had seen I think once here in Latin America, but bands like Electric Callboy we had never seen before because they haven't come to South America. At least I think they just came recently to the US. So for us, Electric Callboy was absolutely mind blowing. They brought up piano. They did like a Backstreet Boys cover. I mean, it was absolutely insane, I think.
Yeah, it was fun and party. That's what I meant with the people. Yeah, they love the extreme way of music and the hard music, but I think Electric Callboy is such a great mix out of heavy and extreme and also party and good feel music. And I think that's a good description of the people at Full Force and the metal festivals in general. They're looking hard and heavy and extreme, and they just want to have a good time, feel good, and have party. And so I think Electric Callboy is a good breakdown of everything.
Finally, we have to thank you guys also for not just for accepting the invitation now, but for accepting our invitation to do the collaboration in terms of the video that we released for you. Because it was like, of course, we came with our own resources there. And then after a while that we showed our product and what we were doing, you guys said, okay, you know, like we really like this. And basically we came back not just with the anecdote of going to a festival, but also like working with the festival.
And that was so great about the movie you made after Full Force. It has everything we needed. We could see people having fun at the camping, at the beach, and also see the location and the bands and the concert. You did really good in putting together everything into one movie, showing people this is Full Force, to tell them, hey, go there and have the same feelings and the same experiences that we can show in the video. That we have only 3 days of Full Force to get the content for our communication of the whole year, and that's not so easy. So in these 3 days, we need to focus on everything, need to check, okay, what do we need in August, in October, in November, December, and so on. We have a big planning. Okay, this is our video team, this is our photo team.
It's like what we really wanted to capture, just like metal and fun, you know, like, so like two things that need to be like together, because sometimes people in Latin America are a little bit strict kind of about metal, and it's just like, no, it's just, you know, this is about, you know, like power and like darkness, and there is no fun. But I think you can also have fun at the same time that you listen to this. It was like fantastic to talk about like things behind the festival and what is actually going on. So we hope to be able to come back to you like this upcoming year. It'll be fantastic if we can do it. Vamos a estarles dando más información acerca del festival en caso de que ustedes quieran ir. También tenemos ciertos partners que van a estar comenzando a mostrarnos también cómo llegar a Europa. Les vamos a dar también tips de cómo llegar, de cómo acceder a los sitios.
Leo, thanks for the invitation. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your interest in our festival. So you and your team, we would look forward if you would come back to Full Force next year. So you're invited from our side. So we would be happy if you could meet you again.